Good morning, friends. Welcome to the daily morning podcast of SBI Securities. Let us check what happened in the domestic market yesterday. Market hits fresh record high for the second straight session as domestic market continue to remain upbeat about outcome of state election. Nifty scaled up by 0.8% to close at levels of 20855, whereas Sensex was up to the tune of 0.6% to and closed at the levels of 69296. Among the gainers yesterday were the Adani Group stock. So entire Adani pack was in green yesterday, recording gains to the tune of 10 to 20% post clearance from the US government on allegation of Hindenburg on Adani. In terms of sectoral gainer, so we have seen Nifty Metal was up to the tune of 3%, again led by Adani Enterprises, and Nifty Bank and Oil and Gas Index were also up to the tune of 1%. Nifty FMCG, IT, Media, Realty and Healthcare were trading in a negative session yesterday. Nifty Small Cap 100 Index was up to the tune of 0.5%, whereas Nifty Mid Cap 100 was up by 0.1%. Both the indices have again hit a new all-time high. Now let us focus on market breadth. So surprisingly, yesterday market breadth was in favor of bears. So nearly 2031 stocks were in red, whereas 1731 stocks were in green yesterday. This clearly shows that in a broader market there was a kind of profit booking. Nothing to worry here. After a humongous rally during the last one month, a slight profit booking is expected in the wider universe of the stock. However, any pullback is a good opportunity to add a quality businesses in the portfolio. In terms of 52-week high, so we have seen 375 stocks hitting again a 52-week high yesterday. That's a pretty robust number. So some of the A group companies in this list are Adani Port, Adani Power, ABB, Nippon AMC, HDFC AMC. Entire mutual fund or AMC sector is buzzing. Ultratech, Axis Bank, Bharat Forge, Bharti, oil marketing companies like BPCL, HPCL, agrochemical companies like Chambal Fertilizer, Coromandel, real estate companies like Century Textile, DLF. At the same time, some other stocks are Grasim, HAL, Hindalco, JK Cement, Indian Hotel, Mahindra and Mahindra, MRF, NHPC, NMDC, PCBL, Shobha, Radico, PNB, Ramco Cement, REC, Titan, Union Bank, Vijaya Bank, Trend, Welspun Corp. I am putting this list in front of you so that you are aware of the stocks or sector which are in momentum, which are scaling 52-week high. And whenever there is a pullback in this sector or in this stock, you can add this stock in your trading or investment basket. Moving on to the fund flow, so yesterday we saw a robust buying from foreign institutional investor to the tune of 5,223 crore, whereas DII were seller to the tune of almost 1,400 crore. So DII took the opportunity to book the profit after a robust buying seen during the last month, and nothing to worry over here as foreign institutional investor continue to remain buyer in the Indian equity market. Moving on to the US market update. So yesterday we saw kind of mixed closing in the US market. So Nasdaq was in green yesterday, whereas Dow Jones and S&P were in red yesterday. The key important data to notice during the trade yesterday was the jobs opening data in the US market. So job opening data has dropped below 9 million only for the second time since March 2021, and the data came in at 8.73 million as against the expectation of 9.3 million job opening. This clearly shows that there is a slowdown in the US economy, and that is the story is playing as per the expectation of US Fed. US Fed or US central government, central bank want the economy to slow down so that they can put a lead on the interest rate hike, and that story is playing accordingly, and that led to the further correction in the US 10-year bond yield to 4.17%. This clearly shows that the upcoming meeting on 13 December of US Fed, we may see kind of no change in the rate interest rate. At the same time, we may see some dovish comment coming from the US Fed governor. US dollar index is trading below 104 levels, and Brent crude continue to trade below $80 per barrel. Moving on to European market, again European market was mixed yesterday. So stocks Europe 600 index has gained by 0.4%. CAC was in green, DAX was in green. However, FTSE was in red, led by correction in the mining stock. One of the important development from a global market perspective is On China, so we have seen Moody's, the credit rating agency, has downgraded the rating of the country from stable to negative due to the fiscal concern in the economy of China. Again, this will have a massive impact in terms of fund flow. So we may see some foreign institutional investor pulling out money from China and deploying the same in the fast growing emerging markets like India. At the same time, in terms of sectoral exposure, we may see correction in the metal prices because China is one of the big consumer of metals globally. So that may lead to the correction in the metal and mining elements or prices. At the same time, we may see some correction in the stock prices of real estate companies in the China, and that may lead to the increase in default in the China. So this is a development which we need to track closely, and what will be its impact on a global market need to be seen very closely. Moving on to the GIFT Nifty, which is an early barometer of Indian equity market. As we speak today, it is trading flat close to the 21,000 levels. This indicates that Indian market may open flat today, Nifty may open flat today with a positive bias. Moving on to the key news in focus. So first of all, Bank of India has recently launched an QIP at 105 rupees per share. So that's the growth capital which the bank is mobilizing, trading at a reasonable valuation. So one can keep this stock on radar from a medium to long term perspective. Moving on to the next development, which is on Ganesh Benzoplast. So Ganesh Benzoplast is mobilizing 30 crore rupees through QIP. The company is issuing shares to Malabar India Fund and some of the shares to the promoter. So that's again positive development for Ganesh Benzoplast. Force Motor has reported a solid set of number for the month of November. So we have seen domestic sales up by 7% year over year in the November, with small commercial vehicle and large commercial vehicle up by 26%. And year to date the sales are up 22%, with SCV and LCV up by 48%. That's a pretty robust set of number from Force Motor. We may see positive reaction in Force Motors today. Moving on to the next development, which is on Sanghi Cement. So we have seen the completion of acquisition of Sanghi Cement by Ambuja, and that's augurs well for Ambuja as well as Sanghi Cement. Ashok Leyland has increased its stake in Switch Mobility, its electric vehicle arm, to 92.19% from 91.6%, and the company will be deploying 663 crore for the first tranche out of the planned 1200 crore investment. So that augurs well for Ashok Leyland in long term. Moving on to the next development, Somani Ceramic has set the December 15th as a record date for 124 crore tender buyback at rupees 850 per share. Another key news is on AVG Logistics. So AVG Logistics, what we have seen is that company has won 150 crore contract from Indian Railway for operating lease parcel express train for 6 years between Bangalore and Ludhiana. So that's a pretty big deal for a small company like AVG Logistics, and the stock will remain under focus. Ion Exchange got a favorable verdict in arbitration claim filed against it by Ethigen Inc. for 150 crore rupees. So that's positive for Ion Exchange in medium to long term. Moving on to the bulk and block deal. So we have seen institution activity yesterday in Sapphire Foods, one of the well-known QSR players. So we have seen promoter exiting to the tune of 4.24%, whereas Government of Singapore fund was buying to the tune of 3.17% at 1400 rupees per share. So this stock can be on radar of investor. So we have seen a private equity Fireside Venture exiting 1.9% stake in Honasa Consumer, the owner of Mamaearth brand, at rupees 378 per share. Moving on to insider trade. So we have seen buying from promoters of Tide Water Oil and Uttam Sugar Mill from the open market, whereas we have seen selling from promoters of Star Cement and Thirumalai Chemical in the open market. In Bajaj Electrical, we are seeing a hand change between the promoter groups. For further details on this insider trade and bulk and block deal, you can refer to our morning update report, which is uploaded on SBI Securities website. At the same time, we are sharing all these reports on our Telegram channel. And very soon we will be starting our WhatsApp community, and you can join that community. We will keep you informed, and you can easily access all this report and information through WhatsApp community also. Overall, if I have to sum up today's discussion, it seems that today is the kind of neutral sentiment from a global market perspective. However, the bias will continue to remain positive. if somebody has got a view of 3 to 6 months, what we feel is that for next 6 months, the equity market has currently got a potential of 8 to 10% return. At the same time, we may see some cooling off pullback to the tune of 2 to 3%, not a major correction. So that since the market are in strong uptrend, we may see some correction of 2 to 3%. And the key events to track going ahead are RBI policy, which is on 8th of December, followed by US Fed policy outcome, which will be on 13th of December. And post that, we will see third quarter results season kicking on from 10th of January 2024. And after that, union budget will be under focus from on the 1st of Feb, which it will be a vote on account budget. Already we are hearing a lot of news that that middle class will be offered relief in the form of a change in tax slab. So some tax relief will be given to the middle class, and a lot of news will start percolating from a various sector that what is the expectation from upcoming union budget, which is 2 months, 1.5 months down the line. Overall, one has to remain a long if somebody is planning to trade or invest in equity market. A short is not recommended at a current juncture. Buy on dip should be the investment strategy. However, we may see a sector rotation now. Case in point, yesterday there was a lot of rumors going on that paper prices have increased in the month of December. So we have seen some momentum in the paper stocks like JK Paper. Similarly, we may see sector rotation happening based on news flow in railways, defense, infra, for that matter, agrochemical, chemical sector. So sector rotation will be the mantra for the next few days, and you need to be on the right side of the market to make money in short to medium term. That's all for the day. Thank you for patiently listening to our podcast. Have a good day.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.